Hey everyone, it is Let's Talk Char Live, and it's the After Work Mix. I'm your host, Char Johnson, and I'm on Akron Hip Hop YouTube. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can get the notifications. This is the show where we talk about entertainment, industry gossip, things that's going on in Akron, Ohio, and Char's topic of the day. Okay? So, are you guys ready? If not, get your popcorn, get your snacks, get your drink. Do whatever you need to do to relax with this after work mix. And let's go ahead and talk about some things that is on Char's radar. Okay? And if you don't know my pedigree, make sure you check out the website. That's charjohnson.com. So, first things first, I need to bring you guys up to date on a couple of things, okay? Before we go into everything else. So I guess we'll talk about what's current and trending right now. So, if you're not caught up to date on the things about Nipsey Hussle, make sure you go and watch the other show that I did. And it'll give you a little bit of what was going on. But I'm going to give you a quick timeline and then tell you what's up to date, because I got somewhere where you can go check out about his beautiful memorial. So you guys know, on the 31st, Nipsey Hussle was shot and killed in Los Angeles in front of his store. Okay, and then on the 1st, there was a video that leaked that showed the shooting. And I thought that that was very tacky, that TMZ had paid to get that. You know, that's what the word was. TMZ leaked it. They had paid for the video and was shown. I just thought it was kind of tacky, a little bit too soon, especially while they were still doing their investigation. But I guess from that video leak, on the 2nd, they had identified allegedly suspect, which was Mr. Eric Holder. And then on the 3rd, when they picked him up, they went ahead and set him a $7 million bond. And then he was charged officially on the 4th. I was curious about that. He got a bond on the 3rd before he was charged. I guess that's how they do that in the system, huh? And then on the 4th, he retained retains Chris. That's his attorney right now, and that was the attorney, if you guys don't know, because you know some of you new millennium babies or you new babies, y'all might not remember this trial. Y'all might have heard about it when you talked to your mom now, but he was the guy that was on the prosecuting team that was prosecuting O.J. Simpson for the murder of his wife. Okay, so that was the attorney that Mr. Holder is getting. And then I seen that his daughter had to put up a message on social media with the tweets, because not only was her dad getting threats before when he was prosecuting OJ, now that he is defending a murderer that killed Nipsey Hussle, he's getting threats against him and his family. So, but I do like the tweet that she put up, because the tweet read that, you know, she has no say-so about what her father does and how things get down. So those are the things that has been going on with Nipsey Hussle. I've seen a lot of things that was on YouTube. I must say, you guys are very disrespectful. I just got to say, disrespectful. Up there talking about him being in different things, and he wasn't really pro-black, and it was all kind of stuff you guys was talking about. You guys would do anything or say anything to get your subject matter or things popping. It's straight up disrespectful. Y'all was going to, you know, come at the man. You should have came at when he was live. You got all these blogs and all these different stuff. You was going to come at him like that. You should have came at him like that then. Don't do it now. Well, you're going to do it any other way. But I'm just saying, I just think you did wrong.
Let me ask you, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Hey, listen, man. A lot of people was wondering about the him retaining that super lawyer like that. This is, you know, it's a conspiracy with that. A lot of people thinking, they like, yo, word is born. How did this broke guy by the name of Shitty? Okay, his name is Shitty, right? And my man, Brother Polight, was speaking on him, but how does this broke guy, you know what I mean, retain that type of guy with that type of power? And then not only that, but why would somebody like him, who got denounced from the black community by defending the state against OJ, pick up a top situation like this? Go ahead and speak on that.
Okay, so let me give y'all Char's opinion. First of all, one thing I do agree with, and that would be, you guys know I agree with Brother Polight. Yes, there is that question or that ding that should be going up in everyone's head. How could this guy afford an attorney like this? Period. Was a prosecutor. Now he's an attorney, and I'm pretty sure he's not the free one. They tell you if you don't have
they're trying to say that's what it is, but you know that.
Okay, but in my opinion, okay, why would he go be a free attorney and do all that and be a public defender, knowing doggone well when he worked for the prosecutor's office, how he got shunned and how the things went down with him. I'm pretty sure because I know you get paid more money being a prosecutor than the defender.
With him trying to defend OJ,
right? No, him prosecuting OJ. I'm just saying him being I know he got more money being a prosecutor than becoming to be a public defendant lawyer. Oh, that's the lawyers who first get out of school that's trying to learn the ropes so they can learn the system before they go into a practice. Okay?
You think he's trying to get back on?
No, he ain't trying to get back. He been doing it too long.
I thought to get back, he ain't been out there for a while.
I don't care.
Christopher Darden is his name.
Yes, Christopher Darden. I don't care. I absolutely. Now, if that be the case, and this is a high profile case, okay, if he is using that for his advantage, all I can say smart. You're being smart. But come on, that does not make any sense to me. That just don't make sense to me. Now, that's just my personal opinion. Other people may have a different opinion. I don't live in LA. I don't know what his lawyer degree is. I know he used to be a prosecutor, and now he is defending Eric, the guy that shot
Shitty. Shitty is his name.
You guys, shiznit, you know, you guys know what it is. Oh, it's a little hot. Yes, I got my little fan on. Okay, old school fan. You know, a lot of them, they got the fans that they do like this and go like this. No, I got that old school. Okay. Anyway, so if you ask me, it's way more to it than that. I have been following it, and I do agree with a lot of people's opinion on it's more to it than that. And the only reason why I say that, if you got any type of consciousness in you, I'm going to need you to take this little bit of consciousness and put it in the corner somewhere. And just let this light bulb sink in your head. You might not have read a lot of things or went back in history or talked to people who have come down the timeline of the Jim Crow things that come down the timeline of the white and black here and the colorism and things of that nature. You may not have yourself experiencing, but I'm pretty sure if you're going to talk to people in your family or people around you or people in the neighborhood, that you can get a little bit of that history, that word of mouth of people who really actually dealt with this. If you ask me, the murder of Nipsey Hussle, and I do not care if somebody say he got killed by his own people in his own community, because at the end of the day, there was still a hand in the middle of it. I don't care what you say. That's how I see it, especially how you see it. They said this man's buying at $7 million. Come on now. At $7 million, then turns around, and then they set the bond before he even got charged, and then afterwards, he got this lawyer that we all know that this lawyer ain't no Rudy Toot Rucker-the-Mill lawyer. Okay? If you ask me. It might be a redemption if you ask me for the prosecutor, him being the lawyer. Okay, now we need you to get him off. You never know. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. All I'm saying is do your homework around the things that Martin Luther King was doing. See, they tell us about Martin Luther King getting assassinated, but they don't tell you about the camp that was around him that also got killed too. Because many other people in that circle that was doing the type of things that Nipsey Hussle was doing right now and speaking up and trying to bring that money was killed. We don't hear about that, but all you got to do is Google it because you'll find out. The same with Dr. Martin Luther King, okay? People that was around him.
His clique set him up, though.
But even though his own clique set him up, there was still people that rode and ride and died with him that was outside doing other things in other parts of the United States that stood for what he stood for, and they got killed too. I'm just saying because we accept the history that they give us and not understand that it's more deep-rooted things to that. They telling us that old boy shot him because Nipsey said he don't want to deal with him no more because he was a snitch. That's what it is.
That's the narrative.
That's the narrative. But we're always given those type of narratives. I'm sorry, we are. We're always getting those type of narratives. Nipsey had bodyguards, because they trying to say he went to the store. His bodyguard saying he went to the store by himself, but it was two other people, a couple other people around him that got shot. So at the end of the day, he wasn't by himself. I'm just saying it's more to it than what it said. Y'all just keep up on it and see what's going on. And I'm just saying, I just think it's very sad to me that we have so many people that want to give their different narrative and their different opinions or what he was into. This is why he got shot or whatever. The thing about it is this was a man that come from us, Africans in America, okay? That was trying to make sure that he educated, especially the younger generation, and making sure that the older generation remember their roots and get back to it. Do you understand where I'm coming from? And all I'm saying is what I seen in him, things that the Black Panther movement was doing. What I seen in him, what he was doing, what I seen is the things that my ex was trying to educate us on. What I seen in him was what Dr. Martin Luther King actually woke up to, and that's why he got assassinated. That's what I seen in the Nipsey Hussle. That's what I seen today, because I'm not trying to be funny. And don't get it wrong, I'm very happy that Jesse Jackson is still living. I'm very happy that Al Sharpton is still living. But at the end of the day, I have not seen what in my lifetime, what I seen with Mr. Nipsey Hussle. That's all I'm saying. So what I can say is those that are really getting involved, that does have the platform. I did read on social media the other day that T.I. is purchasing his store. I don't know if he did at this time, but I did see that. I hope that he does, because I do see that T.I. is waking up more and more. He's coming a little bit more conscious and making sure he uses his platform to do some of the things that he is doing. So I will commend that. I'm just saying, look, we so into the drama, and that's what attracts us, and that's what we want to be all about. Get into the drama of, really, I put it like this, since y'all out there being goons, let me see you goons do the Black Panther thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Period. Do y'all know what Hugh and them was really about? I don't care. They didn't like how they was doing the guns. You can tell me about the drugs and everything else, but they fed their own community. They had teachers and taught their own community. Let me see y'all get in there and get like that. Real talk. I'm just saying, all we're doing is colonizing and chasing a bag and some money at the end of the day. For what? For what? Because our kids is not getting any real culture. They're not getting any real education of who they are. And to me, in my opinion, that's why so many of them is gone astray, doing the wrong things in the wrong way. And I think so many of them is glorifying stuff that does nothing but kill and demise us, which they love, because they is not going to try to help us in any kind of way in our communities. And a good example, while we on it, why most of the public schools, if y'all haven't noticed, they turned into charter schools. Why are they getting rid of all the books? Interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. Well, on a lighter note, if you guys want to see what happened at the funeral, I need y'all to go to the Reporter newspaper online, because guess what? It is on the front page. I had it pulled up. Let me pull it back up for you guys. Yes, you can go right here to the Reporter newspaper online, and if you go there, if you guys can see it, you hit over there on the drop box, and you can get all the different things on there. Right there on the first page, and I think you guys will love it. It has on there Nipsey Hussle's memorial service with star-studded celebration of his legacy. And there's a video right there. So you guys can make sure you go ahead and check that out. And I want to make sure that I brought you guys back up to date with the Nipsey Hussle. You guys know I'm going to be following this all the way to the end, even through the trial. Hopefully, they'll televise it so I can watch it and give you guys my pointers on that. Okay, so guess what, you guys? Wendy is finally getting that divorce.
Wendy who?
Wendy Williams. Yes. Everybody's been dragging it. All the things that she's been going through these past couple of weeks. And we all know her being in a sober house. And then the bloggers just having a field day with his alleged girlfriend having a baby by him and things of that nature. Well, she got on her show and let it be known that she's getting ready to get out the sober house. And the only thing that she's focusing on is her and her son. I'm pretty sure she's not going to talk about it right now, and I think that's not a smart thing for her to do, but I cannot wait until the divorce is really final, and then she really spills the tea on it. Everybody is wondering why she didn't talk and do what she do, but you guys keep forgetting she's the queen of gossip, so she knows what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. And I'm pretty sure she's not going to do anything on the dirt, on the information that she got on what's going on, to make her her divorce kind of difficult. So I'll be keeping up with that too. So I wanted to talk about something before I get into my topic of the day, and I think that is something that that we should all think about, especially in our community. This is pretty serious. And if you want to read about what I'm about to talk about, I'm going to go over it. But like I said, you can get on the Reporter Newspaper Online.com and you can get this article. This is where I pulled this article from what I'm going to talk about. There's actually a video and there's the article. So I'm going to, just summarize it for you guys real quick and then have a conversation about it. And this is something that I think, especially in our community, we need to talk to our young adults, our kids, and you need to start at a young age. And even if you're in relationships and you're having disagreements, you kind of really need to know who you're dealing with and what they're capable of. So this was in Arizona. I believe it's Phoenix, Arizona. And the man's name is Austin Smith, okay? He thought his wife was cheating with his brother, okay? And he shot his brother.
I don't know if it was his brother.
Yeah, it said, if you listen to the article, it says that he asked, I think it was a neighbor, or he asked someone about the situation, and they didn't know, and he shot someone, and then people was trying to help. There were either other people that was trying to help with what's going on. Mr. Austin sped off, and the police had to get him. But when they went into the house, what they found was his wife was shot and killed. His 5-year-old was killed.
Shot in the head, right?
Shot. His 7-year-old, and then the 4-year-old was killed. The 7-year-old was killed for crying, for him shooting his mother. That's what he killed the 7-year-old for. 5-year-old was crying. Got killed, and he left the 3-year-old alive.
So let's look at the world. So he shot the 4-year-old in the head
for crying.
Shot the 4-year-old in the head.
No, shot the 7-year-old. Shot the 7-year-old for crying.
He beat her in the head with a bat.
Okay, well, listen.
In the bat.
Listen.
With a bat, man. That's crazy.
Listen, you guys. Go and check out the article. I just want to talk about it. And again, the article is on Akron Hip Hop. I say Akron Hip Hop, but you can get it from AkronHipHop.com and just hit the Reporter Newspaper. But what I'm saying is one child was beaten in the head with a bat. Another child was shot. The only child that was left was because this child reminded, or looks like the father, or reminded the father of him. And then the wife was killed. And the reason they noticed, evidently, this is what the husband, told authorities why he killed them. Now, this is a black family, and this is in Phoenix, Arizona. And he killed the wife because he thought the wife was messing with the brother. And if I'm not mistaken, it's either the neighbor he asked about what was going on that was shot, or it was the brother. But get on, like I said, get online, check the story out to get it word for word. I said I was summarizing it for you guys. I just summarized it for you so we can talk about it. Okay, so this is a man that's married. Obviously, he either loved his wife till death did them part, or he was very jealous, or it had to be some jealousy with his brother. I'm not understanding, because not only did you kill the wife, but you also killed two of the children. Okay? This is serious, and this is deep, and we would think in the black community, this is unfamiliar. You hear the comedians, you hear different people make the jokes and say, black people don't do things like that. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not true. Okay? A lot of times it don't get to that escalation to where that can happen, or it's allowed to happen. But this is serious, and this was all over cheating, or a husband thinking that his brother and his wife was sleeping together. This is Char break. Let me take a sip.
Char, let me ask you a question.
Okay, yeah, I have to take a sip on that.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So are you telling me, now I'm just playing the devil's advocate.
Okay.
Okay. So are you telling me, if a normal guy assumes that his brother is banging his queen, he don't have the right to buck wild? Now, granted, I'm not talking about killing the kids, killing the wife, and all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying on a normal pretense, is that a problem? Coming home and he let's take the belief out of it. And let's talk about if she's really having an affair with his brother. He ain't got the reason to go buck wild and have an issue. Let's just keep it there first before we talk about what happened.
Okay. It can go one of two ways. And that's just the honest truth. Now, people would think the normal would be like, heckies, yeah. I mean, I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with you. Ain't caught me in the act, and you don't have no valid proof. Don't even come at me with that.
See, Char, right then and there, boom. We ain't going to go any further. Right then and there, a lot of our people think and talk like that. That's why ass whoopings are handed. Because what you just said freezes somebody to react. Because if he ain't caught, that means not the guilt, but the let's say if he have trust issues. So he's hurting within his own cipher. Like, this lady telling me if I don't see it, it ain't happening. Okay, that's what you're saying.
But I'm going to keep it real. Why should you even coming to me? You better go to your brother. Because at the end of the day...
his wife.
Okay, but...
Y'all equal.
Okay, but I'm going to keep it real with you. 9 times out of 10, when you marry somebody, you know who you are marrying. You know what they're capable of. I'm sorry, because we be watching TV, that Lifetime movies. You know.
That's movies, though, baby.
And that's why I'm saying... People be watching that crap and just think that that's how you know who you marrying. I don't care if you with a hoe and she was a hoe when you was coming up and she was a hoe when you was with her and got hoe type of tendencies. You know that's what she capable of doing.
It still don't mean if you are breaking off somebody's brother. Do we have a problem? Should he have a problem with it? You saying if he didn't see it, it didn't happen. Now listen, I got somebody that's very dear in my life. That taught me that, literally taught me that when I was younger. He said, listen, if your woman don't see it, she can't come to you and ask you nothing.
There it is.
Okay? Right. But we know that ladies, impulsive out of nowhere, if they think it's in their gut, their spirit, their nature, their vibe, the vibration, all this cockamamie stuff that they say, I feel it and they act on it. And you do it too. I know you have done it. You're a grown woman. I'm sure you have felt something in your nature that says, okay, this ain't right. And then you charge people based on your math and how you figure it out. So you do understand that.
Yes,
so
but
just because you ain't seen it, don't mean it's not happening.
Okay, let me tell you something. Me personally, I can't say you, but me personally, and I'm pretty sure it's plenty of people that think like this. I'm not going to charge you for a behavior or speculation because somebody told me something and it's not something that you have not done before.
You missing it.
No, I'm not missing it.
If you get that feeling. No, I talk about that feeling, that woman's intuition thing.
Okay, and the woman's intuition make you go investigate so that you can make sure it's proof. Most women, we try to get the proof. We just don't automatically most women, no, we try to get the proof. And 9 times out of 10 would make us go hunting because we want to be wrong. Most women, we don't want it to be the truth.
So why go hunting? Why go hunting? If you want it to be wrong, let it go. No. Like the person told me, if you ain't seen it, just like you said off top, if you ain't seen it, do not. I repeat, talk about it. But you just said what you're just doing is bearing witness. You just said 9 out of 10 they want it to be fake. They don't want it to be the truth.
They don't want it to be
true. So
why
look for it?
They don't want it.
So why look for it?
First of all, now come on now. Now I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. When you young, when you young, and you really ain't experienced nothing, and you going through the gizmos, yes, you're going to have those type of reactions. To be honest, that's because you haven't experienced anything. That is a part of life. But when you get to that age where that consciousness and that light bulb kicks in, sometimes people get it early, sometimes people get it late. But when that light bulb and your conscience kick in, because your conscience ain't gonna never steer you wrong. That's why you got a conscience to let you know what's right and what's wrong. See that intuition he was talking about, or that feeling in the gut, 9 times out of 10, that's that consciousness in my head. I'm not trying to be funny. This is familiar. I done been through this before. And I done been through this before, whether it been with you because of your characteristics or with someone else. Or per se, I know I didn't do this and I know why I did it and how I did it and which way I did it. And I see these same familiar behaviors. Yes, you're going to question some things. Period. That is nature. That's human nature. That's what you're going to do. They always want to say with the woman's intuition in the woman's gut. 9 times out of 10, because most women that I know, and that's the honest truth, including myself, we want our kings to be the kings that we see that they are. We want to put them up here. We want to be wrong. We do not want to put them in the same category. We don't. But when you have experienced so much and you have seen the same characteristic that was taught to us, that was put down on us, you can't help. You're not going to ignore it. You don't want that to be the case, but sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But it's nothing wrong to prove things to yourself. Period. I don't care what you're talking about. I'm just saying. So, before I get out of here, I'm going to give you my little topic of the day. Okay? My thing is this. In life, you go through things and you meet different people and you go through situations and you be set in who you are in the way that you are. There's nothing wrong with that. We be told so much that you should act like this, you shouldn't act like that, you should think like this, you should talk this way. Why are you doing this? Or know that you're wrong. Listen, no, you're not. I learned something that is totally just blew my mind. When you playing games, and I'm saying board games, there's a strategy to each one of them. There's rules and regulations to play them. The game stays the same, but the players always change. In life gonna stay the same. You're going to be born into this world, you're going to bear witness to some things, and then you're going to die into this world. This game don't change. It stays the same. From as long as you can think to right now. I got somebody doing their head. No, like I said, you're going to be born into this world. You're going to bear witness to some things. You're going to experience some things. Then you're going to die. That's the game of life. That's how it is. You're born and then you die. That's the game of life. Period. The game stays the same. Only thing that changed is the players. Period. I'm just saying, be who you are the way that you are. Only thing you need to do is educate yourself in life, not the way everybody else deem or wants you to be. This is your girl, Let's Talk Char, with the After Work Mix. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, and check out my website, charjohnson.com.